Welcome to the Basic Bee podcast, a show for the wannabe SEO savvy service providers among us, for the coaches and consultants who dream of becoming known for their storytelling skills, not to mention the solopreneurs who straight up need to master all things social proof to increase sales. After a little reluctantly fully committing to this online world of business, I quickly realized I needed to get people to come to me. I needed to tell them I was here and how I could support them. I dove headfirst into social proof, which led me to SEO, which led me to storytelling. And now it gives me great joy to share what I've learned with other business owners so they skip the hard stuff and ease straight into sales. This podcast gives you expert insights, actionable takeaways, and casual convos with some of the online world's best and brightest experts and strategists. I think that's enough of an intro, so here we go. Welcome back to The Basics with B. This week we heard from Robin Graham about building and growing a business without social media. When entrepreneurs come into my world, that often begins with an SEO audit. I have volunteered myself as tribute and created an example of an SEO report. I'm going to walk you through that in a very high level way. And right off the bat, I also want you to know that there's a video and audio version of this episode. Welcome to the SEO Audit Report example featuring my website. So all of my clients' information goes up here. I always link their website, put their name, have the date of the audit report, and then I link a video like this one if you happen to be watching the video at the top. If you're not looking at the video, there's always some kind of box up here reminding you of what the SEO audit is all about. And just as a refresher, an SEO audit of your site is to see really what's working well. It's a barometer of where you're at now, as well as it showcases what opportunities exist, if there are any errors, as well as how to fix them. And at the very end, there's even a prioritized list that you can work through. The next section of the audit report really goes into where are you at now? What is your starting point? And it's a mix of a table with things like organic monthly traffic, organic keywords, domain authority, backlinks, and then there are screenshots in here as well. So I like including both because you never know how the information is really going to land for someone. So I like providing a variety of ways. So you've got this table where all of these things are laid out, and then there's screenshots reflecting the same information, organic keywords, backlinks, domain authority, that type of thing. And then there are some fun charts. So there's a chart for SEO keyword ranking, traffic overview, and then backlinks over time. The final screenshot that we have here shows the number of pages discovered, as well as the number of SEO issues detected. And again, this is just a screenshot. So moving into the next section, it gets into page speed. And there are two different SEO tools that I like using. So I've got screenshots from both. It reflects how well the mobile speed is doing, and then how well the desktop speed is doing. And it's got this fun green, yellow, red, almost like a stoplight color coding. And a lot of these SEO tools have this as well. So if you're not looking at the video, my website has yellow for a lot of the desktop. So it's kind of in that middle speed of like, well, there are some things that we could do to improve this. And my mobile is red. It's not doing very great. And that is because, my friends, I am the one that created my website. I have not had a talented, skilled web designer come in my website just yet. That is a 2024 project. Friend, I'm going to be taking a little summer breaky break here for the next few weeks, which means you're not going to be hearing those solo Friday episodes from me. But we've got some really, really incredible guest conversations coming up about Instagram and social media marketing and email marketing. So hold on to your party hats and I'll be back before you know it. The next tool or piece of software that I like using is Page Speed Insights. So I've linked the report for clients as well as included screenshots again of the mobile and the desktop. Then we get into keywords. What keywords are you ranking for? And then I have clients actually go through and highlight the keywords that they want to continue ranking for and cross off anything that they don't want to rank for. So for my report, I actually have Ubersuggest as well as Ahrefs. So I'm going to click on the Ubersuggest. There's a Google sheet that's linked. I'm going to click over to it and I can see what keywords I'm ranking for. Now, I've already gone through and highlighted the keywords that I really want to continue ranking for and really lean into. I've crossed off some of these keywords that I don't want to be ranking for. So all that means is that I'm going to then put more of my energy and effort behind the keywords in yellow that I want to rank for and move away from using anything that's crossed off. There is also another thing that I've gone through and done. And what I did was I highlighted the Google Sheet box in this like light red color because the keyword volume is too high. So that's another one that I'm like, that's cool that I'm ranking for that, but I don't want to put any extra effort behind ranking for that. Going back to the original audit report. So that's what I have my clients do with the keywords is I have them go through, look at that, see if they want to continue putting effort behind certain keywords or really just not focus on them. Then we get into the difficulty and the SEO impact, as well as the actual errors that were detected in this audit report. So again, it's a screenshot, but what I've done is you'll see the screenshot so that everyone knows these are the actual errors that was showing up for their website. And then there are sections for what can be fixed that's easy, as well as what can be fixed that's moderate to hard. So a lot of the fixes are just moderate. They don't usually end up being hard. So for the most part, I have hard just a line through it. It's crossed off. Just some examples of issues that you'll see. My website has low word count. I don't think I've run across a single website that does not have low word count. So that's there. Duplicate meta descriptions only happen for one thing, but I know exactly what it is. It's an old course that I created. Some pages that are blocked from search engines, that type of thing. So as we're going through, if you're watching the video, you'll see that I have this column to the right within this table that says addressed with a question mark. And then there are checkboxes for each line. So there are different web pages, there are different URLs that are having some of these issues that I'm telling you about. And what the client can do is either they or their team goes in and they can mark these things off as addressed. What I have done for myself, I'm just looking at one example that says no meta description. And a lot of these are quiz results pages or pages that I just don't necessarily want to have show up in search results. They're also pages that I'm going to be hiding soon. So I've gone ahead and marked those as done. And I have 5 pages that I really need to focus on. And I've highlighted those in yellow. And then I have a couple of notes over here that says update. So I know that I need to update, for example, my terms and conditions, as well as my privacy policy. I need to go in and update those pages. So I go in and do this for clients and I tell them what they need to prioritize and what's actually an issue that they need to focus on. And if I ever have a question about a page, I just ask them and then I mock up this table for them. At the very end, there's this section that says final notes. And I have this thing in here that says nothing is a burning fire. You're doing overall pretty great. Because I never want anyone to feel incredibly discouraged by this or like they need to stop working on their business and focus on this because it's just not true. So I have everything. The errors are in order that I think they should be worked through. I also have these bookmarks in the Google Doc. So if I click on duplicate meta description, it says bookmark. I can click that and it can take me up to that spot in the SEO audit report, which I think is really cool. I've tried to make this so usable for people. This is another space where there are checkboxes that as my clients work through them and me as I go through my own SEO audit, I can actually click through and mark the task as done. So there are some things in there like that. There are, if I ever have a podcast episode or a tutorial or a training or anything like that, I will link it just so they have an extra reference point as they're working through these fixes. That's how they navigate that list of errors. And then there's an extra section and a keywords section. So again, for the keywords, it's like, this is the graph I need you to go in. This is the chart I need you to go in and tell me how you want to navigate these keywords. And then I always link my keyword research tutorial, which is on YouTube. And it's really, really short, but it's a great intro, I think, for anyone who's new to keywords or who just needs a refresher, you know? So that is the SEO audit report. That's your example. And again, that was with my website. If you think that SEO experts, consultants, agencies, whatever, have perfect websites, I'm sorry to burst your bubble because we just don't. We just don't. So if you have any questions, let me know. If you want to get something like this SEO audit, that lives inside my SEO packet. And that is the first step that clients go through, because I really want to know, how is your website doing right now? And where do you want to take it from here? So with that, go have a lovely day.
That was really something, wasn't it? Let that really sink in and guide you toward being the answer to even more Googled questions. Thanks so much for joining me this episode. You are the reason this show exists and that it keeps growing. You know, thanks to all those follows and reviews. If you know someone who could benefit from what was shared, send it to them. We don't do shy around here. If you thought of clarifying or follow-up questions while listening, you know what to do. Say hi on Instagram. Check the show notes for all the things that were mentioned, and I'll talk to you soon, friend. Okay, you get it. You know SEO is important, but no, you're not interested in learning another skill. Who has the time? But who are you supposed to trust with the task of getting SEO to work for you? Someone who won't ghost you mid-project or treat you like a dum-dum lollipop. Someone who actually wants to empower you and your team with all things SEO. Hi, yes, it's me, Brittany, and you are the person I created the SEO packet for. You're curious, you want to understand this thing better, but like only a little bit. You don't actually want to do the doing. This way, you get the key SEO stuff super fast, and you get support throughout and beyond the project. No more letting Google gift you the wrong SEO strategy. Time to put the right words in the right places and get found online by the right people. Find all the info you need below.